We're just having a little wander around, just seeing the kind of restaurants that are available in the I forgot the name of the mall now. Kushi Mall. So we're just walking around the Japanese style like marketplace-esque shopping supermarket. There's very traditional style Japanese foods here. You've obviously got sushi and the kind of cloud breads and cakes. There's lots of noodles and rice and the kind of very quintessentially Japanese things that make Japan what it is. Kev found more Haribo. They've got like a pokey Christmas tree as well. If you've not had pokey or pocky, very good. We have something similar in Europe called, what are those ones on the sticks that we get in Europe? But they're very similar to pockies. So that was the Mitsukoshi Mall. We all got a little fan as we left. Honest thoughts, I think once it's done, it'd be easier to judge. It's very difficult to know whether it's going to have enough or whether it's even worth going with it half done still. There's a lot to go in there still. There's a lot that needs to be put in there. But as like an interesting step into Japan, it's quite interesting. I personally think they could have just pushed it a little bit more. It's almost a little bit too fancy still, but we are in BGC, so that makes a lot of sense. I just think it could have had a bit more, like a little bit more for the kids maybe, because Japan, like you've got the gaming world, toy world, like all those things that make Japan so iconic. It just fell a little bit meh, but it was still really interesting, and the supermarket was quite cool, and there were just a few things that kind of nodded to Japan, but I wouldn't say it was a fully immersive experience of Japanese culture. I think it could have done a bit more, but we are now going to head up to Uptown Mall. We're getting a little bit hungry. There wasn't a lot of food choices because obviously a lot of places weren't open still, so we're going to head over to Uptown Mall, have a look in there, and then go grab some food somewhere as well. Wow, you got a chair? You're gonna sit here all day? Or do you think this is Santa's chair? Yeah, I think it might be Santa Claus's chair. Maybe the tree gives that bit away a little bit. Yeah. So we're just hanging out in the Uptown Mall, having a little look at all the shops. The Christmas decorations are rather delightful here. They're really pretty. It's very Christmassy in here. Whoa, it's Christmas lights, look. And you?
Elsa one.
Oh, the Elsa one?
Yeah.
So we just stopped by Randy's Donuts. We have been past this place a couple of times when we come up here to BGC. Yeah, hold on. And they look really good. I'm not gonna lie, the Krispy Kremes in the Philippines are not the same as the UK, so we don't really like Krispy Kremes here. And Dunkin' Donut is okay. But Randy's Donuts looks very cool. It's very American-y style donuts, like light and fluffy. So we're gonna try them and see what they're like. But we're getting really hungry, so we had to stop by somewhere, but I don't know where we're gonna end up going to eat. We haven't decided yet. But yeah, we're gonna tuck into some donuts and see what they're like.
I'm really excited to see what the flavour is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the donuts we picked was the chocolate long john, a bear claw, the apple fritter. Oslo's got Christmas lights. Elwyn chose the snowflake because it looked like Elsa. And then Harry chose a coffee flavoured one. So yeah, we're going to nosh down on some donuts now because are we hungry?
Yeah.
So this reminds me of like a chocolate eclair, which is one of my favourite pastries in the UK. So hopefully...
It's really heavy. I don't know what's in it. It feels like a weight. Is it like cream?
White chocolate.
Oh wow. So these donuts were 700 pesos for 6, but they are huge, like compared to Oslo's head. Look at that. It's massive, isn't it?
Yummy.
So whilst they're quite big donuts, they are a little bit expensive, but I still think Krispy Kreme is more expensive than this. And these are a lot bigger and they look a lot tastier. Yeah? So we're just heading towards the high street now. We've had some donuts, but we feel quite full. So we may leave a bigger meal to a little bit later, but we're still going to stick around in BGC. We've been to the Mitsukoshi Mall, we've been to the Uptown Mall, and now we're going to just, yeah. Everybody's got a free fan. Show me a fan. Woo! Yeah. And yeah, we're just going to hang out in BGC for a little bit. We haven't actually been out all week, so we're just going to have a nice day. Especially now that the rain has stopped, we're just going to take it nice and slow and have a nice day in the city now that we've been to all the malls we wanted to check out. It is very busy here in BGC today. The traffic is way crazier than normal. I know it's a Friday, so it does tend to get busier on the weekends here, whereas Makati seems to be the opposite. Friday night is very busy, and then after that the weekend is really, really quiet. Because everybody goes home, or they don't stick around basically, so we get the whole city to ourselves. But BGC is crazy today, and we're trying to cross the road and the little man went green, but people were still driving through, so we couldn't cross. So I don't really understand that either, but we'll get to where we want to go at some point. So we made it to the high street. Behind me is a big Disney Plus promotion thing going on. I guess the Philippines has finally got Disney Plus, which is really cool. We did have it in the UK, but we got rid of it since coming here because there honestly wasn't any point, because we couldn't use it here in the Philippines. So we may get it again. It's really good. I would recommend if anybody is looking out for that. But there's also like a little market we're going to walk through as well, which is just further up towards Market and that sort of area. Still not like 100% on the areas here in BGC, but we try. Hi. So we're just kind of stopped on a bit of greenery just to let the kids play and have some fun. It's difficult sometimes to be in a city. You've got to really pick and choose where you kind of go sometimes and where you can stop and let them just run, because we're in a city and it's busy and there's lots of people. We're not really worried as such about being like snatched, but it's more so that they run off and get lost. It's more the issue that my kids would have. They would get lost in a heartbeat because they never look where they're going or where they should be, but we do try and keep them extremely safe. Obviously that is our job, so by keeping them safe it also means that it prevents them from being able to run around and play and get that energy out. We go to the swimming pool a lot in our condo, and they have a lot of friends now down there that they meet regularly on like daily basically. I think they've seen their friends like 5 or 6 times this week already, which is really nice. But it is nice to find green spots in the cities where they can run and be free. Because my kids are very energetic, they're very active, they like to run, they like to play, so it's nice to have this little quiet moments whilst we watch the people of BGC. So we've just kind of sat down by the Disney Plus little stadium thing. They say it's going to start at like 4 o'clock, which is 5 minutes away, so yet again we are very lucky that we've just made things in time today as well. So this is also maybe going to turn into a Disney Plus event video, who knows. It's all over the place today. We've been to tons of places and we're just going to keep adding to that, so we're going to see what this is about, and it may be something, it may be nothing, but it is starting in literally a couple of minutes. Yeah,
I love Mickey Mouse.
and putting together the greatest team ever. I bet you're looking for the stage. Always. Are you ready? I present to you eighth wonder of the world.
Giselle, what have you done?
Wonders to all of us. And you know what? You guessed it. Globe is bringing Disney Plus to their many Filipino fans.
Yeah, at ma-uplift ang buong Christmas season natin.
The Logo Challenge! Okay, let's have our next one. Hello, what's your name?
Harry.
Harry, hello Harry. Let's go to the middle. All right, Harry, so I think you picked from our logos, you picked Star Wars, correct?
Yes.
Are you a big Star Wars fan?
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite character?
Kylo Ren.
Ooh, Kylo Ren. All right. Sige, let's take that. Okay, Harry, let's see what your challenge is. Okay, Harry, name at least 5 Star Wars character. You can include Kylo Ren. Let's do it.
Kylo Ren, Chewbacca, Luke, Leia, and Han Solo.
Yes! Han Solo as the last. Thank you so much, Harry. You just won. All right, he is indeed a fan.
I was nervous. So nervous.
So we've just went to Shakey's and actually it was really good. I was quite surprised. We've tried a few of those like fast food pizza places before. We've been to Greenwich and we went to Yellow Cab, and I'm like gonna be deadly honest, not my favorite at all, especially Greenwich. That I didn't like Greenwich at all. But we really actually enjoyed Shakey's, like a little bit of a secret pizza place, Philippines. Why haven't any of you recommended Shakey's? It's great. Yeah, really tasty. Actually, I think better than Pizza Hut as well in the UK. I must admit the Philippines seems to have a great pizza scene here. Like, we found all the best pizzas that we've ever had in the Philippines, which is immense. We are now just, well, I'm rocking on these amazing rocking chairs. This is one of our favorite things to do in BGC. We did this last time just to chill out. I know they're for the old people, but if any of them want to come over, then they can kick us off. But we're going to head home now. We're going to get a grab. It's around 7 or 8 at night now. And it was really nice in Market. There's a lot of live music going on, and we just relaxed and ate pizza and had good family time. Yeah, but we're going to head back now and we'll catch you when we get back.
All we hear is tooting. Beep, beep, beep. It's crazy.
In the Philippines, once you use your horn, it's a different way. It's a different meaning.
Yeah.
You mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a different meaning. When you press harder,
Yeah.
it means you're angry.
Ah.
When you press, it's passing through.
Yeah. Ah. Okay.
So we are back here now in the condo, and that grab ride took a little bit longer than most have ever taken. That was about a 40-minute wait just to get one, which is quite unusual. We tend to get our grabs very quickly, but it is a very busy night there in BGC. I must admit that the kind of cons of not living in BGC is you have to like find a way to get out of BGC in BGC traffic. Whereas Makati right now is very nice and quiet, and you can get around quite easily, which is great. yeah, we had a really nice time. It was one of those days where, and this keeps happening, where we go out and loads of things that we thought we were going to plan end up being okay, and then we stay a little bit longer, we walk a little bit further, and something else happens. So we ended up checking out the Mitsukoshi Mall. We then went to Uptown Mall. In Uptown Mall, we actually ran into Mergim. We didn't say anything, we didn't speak to each other, but that was also like a really strange, I mean, you guys must know how it feels when you run into people that you watch every day. It's kind of very odd. It's not something we're very used to, and it kind of took me by surprise. And he's very tall. If you ever meet him, you will know what I'm talking about. He is extremely tall. And I thought it was just some random person walking by me, and I looked over and it wasn't. So that was really a surprise. We walked then from Uptown down to the High Street, and there was a big Disney Plus event going on, which Harry actually volunteered to do. If you watched this video, you'd see it before I say it. And he won a prize, which he really wants to show you.
When I finished with the question, I went down to backstage and I got this bag with a Funko Pop inside. This one is Emperor Zurg. It is a part of the Lightyear Pop Final collection.
So all in all, it was one of those days where everything was just a pleasant surprise. After we went to the Disney Plus event, we actually walked to Market, and there was some buskers, some musicians in Market. So the whole place was just filled with music. And we went to Shakey's, and we just sat out in the kind of balcony area. And Shakey's was a pleasant surprise. That was really good. And then we met a really great Grab driver. We talked to him all the way home about differences between UK driving and Philippine driving, because there are a lot. And we always love to kind of talk to the taxi drivers about it, because they always give us great information, and it's always a great fun to have a good laugh with them. So that was also really nice, and having a great Grab driver makes all the difference. We find here in the city, especially Makati and BGC, that Grab drivers tend to be a little bit more shy, a little bit quieter, whereas when we went up to the provinces and Baguio, everybody always spoke to us, so we always got a lot more out of people. So we definitely noticed a massive difference between taxis and Grabs here. It's always great to have a really nice taxi drive home. And then Rockwell was all lit up, and that was really beautiful. They don't light up every day. I don't know if it's just a Friday, Saturday thing, or just a Friday night thing where they just put the yellow lights up. If you guys know, I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments, but we don't catch the lights on at Rockwell very often, because from our window we can actually see Rockwell from down the road, and the lights are never really on, other than one time a few weeks ago. So we don't ever really see them on. I don't know whether they just light them for occasional purposes, who knows. But apart from that, we've had a lovely day out in the Philippines again. It just seems to be that we keep catching all these events and going to all these things and getting involved, and it's been a really big pleasure to be a part of that. So yeah, everything happens here in Manila. It's a crazy place to be. You will walk around and always find something, especially in Makati, BGC, and I'm sure other cities that are big like Quezon and Pasig and Pasay and Manila Bay. There's just stuff going on all over the place. Too much to be able to do all in one day. We're gonna call it a night, and I really hope you enjoyed this vlog of us doing all sorts of crazy things, and I'm sure it will keep happening the more we go out. But we're gonna leave it here, and I can't wait to see you in our next video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please leave comments down below. We love reading them and writing back to you guys. It's important to us. So yeah, thank you so much, and salamat po. Bye.
Harlem.